In this little expert advisor we are going to find out if the market is closed or if it is open like right now. The expert advisor contains some external variables where you can define when the market opening and closing time is for your country. In my case, here in Germany, the trading hours start at 9 AM and they end at 5:30 PM. In German notation that is 17:30. So when we see 9:00, this line here will change to market is open. And when it says 17:30, the market is closed. Now, how can we create an expert advisor that is able to read the local time and generate a signal for the market opening or closing time? Well, to do that, please click on the little button here or press F4 on your keyboard. And now you should see the Meta Editor here, and here you want to click on File, New, Expert Advisor from Template, Continue. I will call this one Simple Time. Click on Continue, Continue and Finish. And now you can delete everything above the onTick function and the two command lines here. Above the onTick function we are going to define two string variables for the opening and closing time of the market. The modifier extern makes it possible that you will be able to modify the variable settings here in the expert properties. Let's also define two integer variables. One is for the index of the market opening time and the second one for the index of the market closing time. And I would also like to have a string variable for the market state. We will actually start with a closed market, and in the onTick function we need to find out the time with seconds, and that can be done by using time to string, and we use time local. We want to have the time underline date and the time underline seconds. Let's press F1, and here you can see time underline date will give you the year, the month and the day. And the output for time underline seconds is hours, minutes and seconds. That will give us the current time on our computer. And now we want to find out if the opening time is in the time string. So we use string find to find the market opening time in the time with seconds that we have calculated here. The last parameter here is used for the starting position. We want to start to search from the first character in the string, and we do exactly the same for the closing time. This time we use string find to find the market closing time in our time string. And if the opening time was found, the value for index market opening time will be greater than 0. And in that case, we want to set the market state to open. Otherwise, if the closing time was found, the index market closing time is greater than 0. And so we would set the market state to closed. Last but not least, we use the comment function to output the text time followed by the current time we have calculated, and the text market is followed by the market state directly on our chart. So let's compile the code here by clicking on the little button here or pressing F7. And that worked without any errors and without any warnings. So now we are finished, and we can click on the little button here or press F4 to go back to MetaTrader. And in MetaTrader you want to click on View, Strategy Tester or press Ctrl and R. That should bring up the Strategy Tester panel, and here you want to select the expert advisor called simpletime.ex4. Please make sure that you enable the visual mode here, and start your test. And now you should see that the market is closed until the time reaches 9 AM. That should be the case in a few seconds now, and then it will change to market is open. And it did. So now you know how to find out the market open and closing time, maybe to use it for entry and exit signals, and you have calculated it yourself with a few lines of MQL4 code.